All right, I hope everyone is doing well. It is Evan Trades. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be fairly quick. This is just going to be a quick trade recap, my thought process behind the trade that I took today on the trading day, as in February 5th. So I'm just going to be going over my thought process and why I took the trade, and yeah, hopefully you guys can take from that and hopefully take it to your guys' to improve your guys' own trading. So without wasting any more time, so I'm gonna go back into replay here. Let's see, going to 8:30. So right here, this is about New York Open, and zooming out to the higher time frame, the 4 hour for bias. Right, we already filled this new week opening gap. Right, we're continuing to hold this bearish SMT right here, and we're respecting bullish order flow, right? We're respecting this. We displaced up again, and now on the 4 hour time frame, we're respecting this 4 hour rally gap as well, right? So it's kind of obvious we're bullish, right? I mean, just off the higher time frame, and this would be the initial high that we can expect price to retrace to. And this would be basically a higher time frame market maker buy model towards this buy side level. So I was initially bullish, so I wanted to zoom down to the higher time frame to hopefully see an initial entry. So I go down to the 1 hour. We just have this 1 hour for rally gap here. Nothing really here to really see. No displacement candles, nothing. So I went down to the 30-minute. Nothing here as well. Went down to the 15-minute. And again, I mean, we have this bearish for rally gap that we also just ran through. So that's also advocating that we are bullish. And we are starting to see buy side of the curve, right? And then we also have this change in the state as well that we tap back into that we're respecting. So I was pretty bullish, kind of targeting Asia high right here. But then I also, closer to New York Open, I also saw something that caught my eye. So at ES, I'm going to go back and look at ES right now. At this time, let's see. At this time, there was a SMT, I believe. Let's see, going closer to, yes. We had a SMT at Asia High. And right here. And then we also tapped into this 15-minute bearish for rally gap. So even though I'm bullish, I also am reacting to what's happening in price right now, right? So seeing this SMT and this rejection off this 15-minute and seeing all this generated sell side, because keep in mind, all this generated sell side, that's a pretty good advocate to maybe be bearish short term, seeing all this generated liquidity. But I knew on the higher time frame I was bullish, so I didn't want to completely hold a runner for a bearish trade because I knew eventually, we would come down and then eventually go higher, because if we're bearish on the higher time frame, 100%, I would expect us to take all of these lows, this generated sell side, these stacked lows right here. So one of the 4 reasons why markets move. If I were to take a bearish setup, I could at least expect price to retrace back to equilibrium of the range. So let's see, let's go back to close to the macro. Okay, so macro opens, we hold this SMT, and I'm expecting price to retrace at least to equilibrium of the range. It's one of the 4 reasons why markets move. So let's just do OTE, arc out equilibrium. So this white line represents equilibrium of the range. So once I saw this higher time frame SMT get put in, and I also knew there was 10 a.m. news. So 10 a.m. news, I wanted to wait until 10 a.m. news came out, then take a trade, because I knew that there was going to be some form of manipulation. 10 a.m. was either going to be a reversal or it was either going to be a continuation. So right when 10 a.m. hit, where's 10 a.m.? This is the beginning of the macro. I was waiting till 10 a.m., did not want to touch anything. Boom. 10 a.m. hit. Believe we got another SMT right here. Let me check. ES. No, we did not. But we get an internal sell side swept. We still hold this higher time frame SMT. Internal buy side swept. We get a nice rejection. So this is what I'm looking for. Seeing this rejection, this higher time frame SMT hold in an area where we expect to reject, I knew 10 a.m. would be essentially a reversal, at least back to equilibrium of the range, right? At least, because it's one of the 4 reasons why markets move. And I wasn't going to hold it long term because we weren't bearish. So after this got wicked, I zoomed down to the 15-second. And then we also have this imbalance right here. I wanted initially to wait for this to get ran through to maybe get a trade targeting there, but my risk wouldn't have been, I didn't like the risk that was possibly on the table. So I waited for this to get ran through and see this level get closed below right here. So then I waited. We are still in the macro. Macro ends at 10:10. Okay, we get a closure below right here, and this is where I entered. We get this 15-second for value gap ran through. We get speed and aggression towards this level, close below this. I enter right here, stop above the inverse, I close above, targeting this level right here. I didn't target equilibrium of the range completely. I just wanted to target the obvious liquidity levels, and I didn't want to go for a crazy RR, such as like, because either a 2 or a 3 RR is perfect for me and what I'm confident in. So ran through this bearish for value gap. We had that 10 a.m. manipulation holding the SMT, ran through that 15-second for value gap, closed below this level, and now I'm expecting a 10 a.m. reversal towards the opposing liquidity. And my drawn liquidity would be equilibrium of the range. And the TP gets hit, and you can see obviously I could have held to equilibrium of the range, but I just went where I was confident in. So yeah, that's the trade that I took. A lot of people were bullish bias, and I was too, but I saw what price was showing me in the moment, and I took it. So even if you do take opposite bias trades, just be careful, I must say. You have to be very confident in that trade that you're taking and be sure there's enough confluence, enough information that's being shown to you that that trade will work out. So yeah, I just wanted to go over the trade with you guys. I think I made, I'll have to look right now. I'll put it in the title of the video. I think it was like on my PA, it was like 4 something I made, 400 something. But yeah, so, and as you can see, after this, price went higher. Let me get back. Where was equilibrium of the range? Okay, right there. And I want to show you guys this too. So after price travels back to equilibrium of the range, because it's one of the 4 reasons why markets move, since we're bullish on the higher time frame, look what happens. It's one of the 4 reasons why markets move. Back to equilibrium of the range. We have these highs above us. Asia high. And we go back. And since we were bullish on the higher time frame, I figured later on this SMT would get broken because the higher time frame order flow will always outweigh the opposite bias SMTs long-term wise. And I want you guys to see this equilibrium of the range right here to see how much it respects it. And it also aligns with this little Fairvalue gap too. I just noticed that. I mean, it's just amazing how efficient price is algorithmically. You can't just look at this and say this is random. You're foolish if you think that, because this is precision right here. So as choppy as this is precision. The way you're wicking it, respecting it, tapping EQ of the range. So either setup would have been valid today, bearish or bullish, as long as you know what you were doing. So I can't wait to open the Discord for you guys. That's going to be amazing. I can't wait to be helping people and just doing what I love to do. So thank you guys again for the support. We're getting closer to 1,000. And yeah, you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, trading week and day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.